racing week began on Wednesday, February 14th, which was Valentine's Day. So I headed out here to spend a couple hours at the track. Had the favorite in the first, didn't bet it, and he won. Had the favorite in the second, he was second. Had the favorite in the third, he was second. Had the favorite in the fifth, he was second. Don't give up, keep firing. Mitchell Road in the sixth race on the turf, right to the front under Jose.
Mitchell Road off the turn with the lead. American Frolic to the attack second. Well clear of Equal Rights, who runs on third with an eighth of a mile to go. Mitchell Road has the lead, shifting ground a bit, but leads a length and a quarter. American Frolic trying to get her on the money. Mitchell Road is in front. American Frolic is second. Here's the finish. Mitchell Road.
I'm on the
second
board.
American Frolic from way back.
Up to buy another 20. 30 to win on my first win of the day. But wait, an objection? Seriously?
No change. No change.
And there will be
No change. Good.
That's right. Did the right thing. And that proved to be the only winner on the day, but we still topped the day off with ice cream at Cold Stone. On Thursday, I had a lot of seconds again, but the one big winner of the day was my bet of the day and may have found my Kentucky Derby horse. A month ago, Jim Anderson and I were in New Orleans for the Road to the Louisiana Derby card at the fairgrounds. And my bet of the day that day was from Gulfstream, a first-time starter for Todd Pletcher, Magnum Moon. Well, I happened to read on Wednesday that Magnum Moon was entered in a two-turn allowance at Tampa for Thursday, and with the Sam Davis having been last weekend, I thought, you know what, this is probably a prep to see if he can go on to the graded stakes and be on the Derby trail. I also thought it was interesting that not only did he go to Tampa, because there are allowance races here for 3-year-olds going two turns, but Luis Saez, the top jockey at Gulfstream, gave up all his mounts for Thursday to go to Tampa to ride that one race. Magnum Moon was a prohibitive favorite in the early betting, but as they approached the gate, he floated up to 2 to 5, but as they left the gate, he went right back down to 1 to 9. Saez had him tracking the leaders into the far turn.
Crouch on the outside is set down for the drive. Now to be second. Up on the outside, Magnum Moon. Saez waits no longer. He swings to the center of the racetrack and now cuts him loose. But meanwhile, High Enford and Jesus Castanon, they're trying to pull the upset. Magnum Moon in full stride on the outside. He's absolutely galloping. Magnum Moon, very impressively, never asked for a run. A 3-year-old with a future going away like two.
Oh yeah, 50 to win on my bet of the day. I came back Friday with a big bounce back effort with 3 wins from 5 picks and scored a profit of close to $70. Let's see how things turn out today, where I have multiple tracks handicapped with graded stakes all over the country, and there are 11 starter stakes here from 12 races on the card.
Back to third with Arcelor in deep stretch. Sheila still has the lead. Starship Rena's game. Arcelor on the outside.
Wins the first lady. Beach Waltz, much the best in the president.
Needs another 16. Paco gets serious. Tadares was running no well. He's up in second.
Aztec Sense, the Gulfstream best. Paco Ward. Day at Gulfstream was the bet of the day in the rough and ready. Aztec Sense, Paco Lopez, condescendingly. Prime time, my 7th win today.
She got Then Diamond Bachelor fourth, but the old
Paige
Hickory goes to an
McKinney,
old
oh
pro.
yeah!
Here's Paige McKinney at 8 years young, wins it easily by 4 lengths. Goes with him, Sinatra, Montclair, Sinatra. Here's the line, it's a photo finish.
The extended holiday racing weekend continued on Sunday as I had multiple picks at Gulfstream Park. The first winner came in the 6th, a starter optional claimer, sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf. I wouldn't argue with anyone who wanted to go against the favorite, number 4, Oak
On
Bluffs.
the inside, Oak Bluffs on the outside, and Oak Bluffs very confidently handled by Paco Lopez, and up to overhaul Dubai Bob, who's back to second but fighting on the outside, and Frisky Magician tries to launch a late attack, late run from Super Spender out the rail. Oak Bluffs almost there. Frisky Magician gonna try to nail him. Here's the line, photo finish.
And I had my first winner on the day. The 9th race was a maiden special weight, going 9 furlongs on the turf for 3-year-olds. Hall of Fame trainer Shug McGahee rarely has his horses ready to roll first out of the gate. So the fact that Blockade number 3 had run well in 3 previous starts indicated that he had some talent.
Taking over fourth is Prompt down at the inside. Brave Nation's not gone away as they run to the top of the stretch. Pianta Grane still has the lead. Blockade for the first time in the race is being asked to quicken. He's not doing it with much authority as they turn in. The leader still Pianta Grane by 2. Empirically to the attack second. Blockade is third. Prompt on the outside. Inside that final furlong, Pianta Grane still has the lead. Now Blockade begins to level off, and here he comes. Blockade surging when it matters, and Blockade will win it. Pianta Grane was second.
Oh yeah, one with the bet of the day. Wait, inquiry.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the claim of foul has not been allowed. The result will stand as posted, 3, 6, 4, 2, and 9.
No, that's right. He's a winner. Monday, President's Day, I had several picks at Gulfstream. I lost what I think would have been a near certain winner with Todd Pletcher's first-time starter, Shanghai Shuffle, who was a prohibitive favorite as they loaded in the gate, and then she freaked out in the gate and had to scratch her. So, in race 3, it was the non-winners of 1 allowance, and there was a Todd Pletcher horse, number 3, Ascertain.
Asked run is now up to challenge for the lead. Enigmatica's a driven 3rd, Last Kiss a driven 4th, First to Mow a driven 5th. You get the picture. Ascertain is the one to beat. Ascertain to the top of the stretch through a 45 4/2 mile. Off the turn with the advantage, and it's a widening advantage of 3 lengths. Back to second, Bella Bailar. Enigmatica on the outside. Then at the inside, it's Queen Roller. But here's a good-looking daughter of Blame. Here's Ascertain making the Todd Pletcher stable debut, a winning one in stylish fashion. Ascertain levels off nicely to win by 6.
Tripled the bet on my first winner at Gulfstream. The 7th was a maiden claiming event for 3-year-olds, and we were going 7.5 furlongs on the turf. And if you didn't like the favorite, Miss Sophia's Star, I completely understand. Granted, it's a Todd Pletcher filly, but still, she debuted at Gulfstream Park West, that's never a good thing, and didn't win, even worse. Came back in maiden special weight company at Gulfstream, was a prohibitive favorite, didn't win as my top choice. Dropped in for 50,000 as the odds-on favorite as my pick, didn't win. Came back for 50,000 in another dirt sprint as my pick, didn't win as the prohibitive favorite again. But today, Pletcher stretched her out to 2 turns on the turf and switched jockeys to Tyler Gaffleone. Right to the front.
Flat, they're at the top of the stretch. Miss Sophia's Star sets sail for the money and opens 4 now. From between horses, Baylor down the outside, Michelle's Laugh. Momenticat between with Nikki's Warrior in deep stretch. Miss Sophia's Star on the major class drop is kicking away. Miss Sophia's Star to win it and win it easily. It's going to be Baylor to get up for second.
And paid a good 4-to-1 price. I got back $25. I also had picks from Oaklawn Park, where it was Southwest Stakes Day, the first step on their road to the Arkansas Derby. So I looked through the card and tried to find races where I thought I had a decided edge. And the first one that I found was in the 5th race, a non-winners of money allowance.
Dazzling Gem. And here comes Dazzling Gem right alongside and right on by. Dazzling Gem has taken over the lead, and he is gone. Dazzling Gem now 3 in front of Dan the Go-To Man in 2nd. Royal Squeeze is 3rd and Racer 4th, and they come to mid-stretch, and Dazzling Gem is running up the score now. He is 4 lengths in front. Dan the Go-To Man is running nicely in 2nd, but he's just not as good as the winner, and the winner is Hall of Fame jockey Gary Stevens and Dazzling Gem.
And I had my first winner of the day at Oaklawn. The 8th was a $500,000 Grade 3 Razorback Handicap. As I looked over the field, it looked to be a fairly evenly matched group, but then I noticed number 3, Hawakam, and his past performances showed a very interesting trainer pattern. Let's take a look at the past performances. Here's Hawakam's past performances. Last year, off the layoff, ran in the Fairgrounds Louisiana Stakes and earned a nice 98 buyer. Then he shipped to Oaklawn to run in the Razorback and ran a 101, the best buyer figure of his career. That in and of itself would make him a contender. But check this out. He was 2nd in the Razorback to Gunrunner, who went on to win 6 Grade 1s, including the Breeders' Cup Classic and the $16 million Pegasus Handicap. Flash forward to this year. Off the layoff, at the Fairgrounds, in the Louisiana Handicap, runs a 96 buyer, very similar, and today ships to Oaklawn for the Razorback Handicap, and there are no Gunrunners. As we moved down the backstretch, he was 7 or 8 lengths off the leader. They hit the far turn, I could see he was picking up momentum, and then I saw jockey Corey Lannery had a decision to make. He'd have to go like 62 wide into the stretch, and he'd never make it home in time, or he'd have to thread through traffic or try to come up the rail. The narrowest of openings on the rail, he squeezed through.
Is the leader just by a neck from Rocking the Boat in 2nd. Untrapped is asked to go after the top 2. He's within a length and a half of the lead. To the outside in Shotgun Cowboy. Leo Frick is in with a chance, and here's long shot Leo Frick moving up outside of Feudal. Feudal has taken over the lead. Leo Frick and Untrapped just bounced off each other. They're battling. Rocking the Boat is at the rail. Hawakam needs a way through. If Hawakam can find through at the fence, he might be the one, and he's found that seam. Here comes Hawakam and Leo Frick, and Hawakam is going to ride the rail and take over the lead and win the Razorback.
Oh yeah! And he was 9-1 after being listed at 10-1 in the program, paid $20.80. As the upset of the day, I cashed for over $100, closed out a great President's Day of racing and a long extended week of racing here in South Florida.